And I'm back with more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time, we finished up the first day of investigations on the trial for Miles Edgeworth. However, we're going to be doing some cool stuff today, trying to defend him against one of the probably most notorious characters in this franchise, Manfred von Karma. Now, suffice it to say, whether I was trying to do it on my own or not, there's no way in hell I'm going to match what this guy's voice is going to be. Just flat out. There's no way in hell. My voice is not suited for that sort of thing. But I will try to do my best. It'll end up just being a very quiet, very stern sounding voice is the best I can do, but we'll see what happens because Manfred von Karma is a piece of work. So let's do this then. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's the god of prosecution. A single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know. You don't understand. I mean, he really will do anything. He's a man to be feared. It's quite a claim from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by 10. So he was your teacher? Something like that. Now he's trying to get you guilty? What a creep! Wait a minute. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's not good. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's like something Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia, Maya, we could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? No, I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Ugh. Really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? That's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. And time for me to utterly fail. Oh. So, in the anime version of this, Von Karma was voiced by someone known as Bill Jenkins. And you're comparing a 50 to 60-year-old guy with a bassy-ass monotone voice to me. The bassiest my voice ever got would probably be someone like Necron from Final Fantasy IX, and you saw how quiet I had to get to even get that far. That or Soul Cage. So I'm just like, I'll do my best. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Fool. You seriously think I would stand here and not be completely prepared? Right, my apologies. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing. That should be fine. May call his first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay. Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Please take a look at this map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat flying in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping out on the edge of the lake. At 12:10, she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Testify about the arrest. Now. Yes. Actually, I'm the one who's supposed to be handling these. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That's your role. Yes, you're quite right. God. A man called from the station about 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. And that's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I don't suspect him of anything, but the next morning a body was found on the lake. So we had to arrest him. I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, you attorney. Yes. Oh, that's just fun. Okay, so 5th statement. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4. Let's go now. Why am I doing this? What the fuck? Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart. Fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is very well preserved. The court accepts this bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest him. Nick, doesn't it seem like he's being a little vague? Well, you're the man. Alright. Okay. Why's that? Well, we found a murder weapon in the boat. A murder weapon? A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, this is a vital piece of information. Revise your testimony. The murder weapon we found on the boat was decisive evidence. What about the pistol made it decisive? There were fingerprints on the pistol of the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Members of this court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found from this body fired from the pistol? Yes, the ballistic markings of the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what is this ballistic markings thing? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me! Very well, I shall explain it, you stupid girl. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints found in a gun. The barrel leaves a distinct marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, which as you may recall, was covered in the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! This is bad. This makes it look like he did it. Well, I'd say it's most decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point, but... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I shall take a brief break. I will call my witness after recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes! What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! Bleh. Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. There's only one person who could have done this. True. Was that you on the boat? Yes, it was me. But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. And who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time he'd shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. How am I to convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Any progress with Mia? No, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't... I think, Phoenix, I think you wanted to say something better. The sentiment was there, but... Phoenix? Nick? Sometimes you say the worst things. It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel any better. I think he was trying to, but it did come across that way. I don't know anything about trials or defense. I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone just has off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck's gonna run out. Really? Right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Ugh. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Lotta Hart, you're a research student at the university. That I am! Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners! Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. It was Christmas Eve, right after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car, and I heard this loud bang coming from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents on a boat. And then there was another bang. There weren't nary a thing in the lake nor the boat. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo. Accept it into evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. I will remove people from this court who do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on the lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. It was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order! Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. The court finds that... Wait a minute! I haven't even cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? We have photographic proof. What question could there possibly be? This photo's worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine her. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, what's contempt mean? Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there's a contradiction in the facts? I think I noticed one thing. Well, I didn't notice anything. Well, let's take him on. Yeah, I get a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Alright. Do. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, there's no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day? Yeah. Yeah, I was no way in hell was I ever gonna get close to that level of voice. I know you want to find contradictions, but really... I hope your next contradiction's a little more relevant. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student. I was taking pictures in my research. What research? This sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be a little more specific? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained! I'm the one who says that. Then say it already. Objection sustained. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise. She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Ain't that clear enough for you? No. Wait a minute. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking you if you saw them. Yeah, well, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. I think I hate you. Just try to keep me from talking to the witness. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. Sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned it? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. The objection sustained. Why do I keep saying sustained instead of sustained? That's what I... Sustained! Yes, of course. Great. Enough! I think we've heard all we need to from Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in a testimony worth nothing. You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I will have to penalize any further questions by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, Lotta's testimony's fishy. I know. But if I can't find anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. What? What the? Who was that? It was me. Maya? Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? No. Lotta, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake, and it's highly doubtful you actually saw him. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life and death. Lotta! Did you clearly see him that night? Did you see him fire that pistol? You will stand down! The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea, treating me like some criminal? I saw him, I swear it, I saw him. Enough. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave. Ah, damn. I was the one who made the outburst. Nick is innocent. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict. Isn't that right, Phoenix Wright? Uh-oh. Wrong! Excuse me. Did you just hear what Miss Hart said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes it, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. What? Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You gotta do the rest, okay? Man. I care not for melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering my witness. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction here or else. Begin your cross-examination. Alright. I will call it here for now. We're far from done with Lotta's testimony, by the way. But I'm going to take a break, and we'll get to it next time. Thanks for watching.